What's up, guys, and welcome to the Uncensored Independent or Uncensored with Avery, whatever one you want to call it. I am your host, Avery Thornton, and like I was telling you guys before a few days ago, I want to go over what Hakeem Jeffries is saying and what Hakeem Jeffries is doing, and then the great words of Charlemagne the Gods, that is AIPAC Shakur. Mhm. Hakeem Jeffries is is a stooge for the Israel lobby and for the donors and money interests, period. He enjoys sucking off rich, affluent people. He doesn't give a fuck about the average, everyday Americans, because if he did, he would actually be fighting for people. And he would be saying we need to abolish ICE and be working um, um, to destroy that organization that is literally murdering Americans in the street. But he can't bring himself to do it. He also can't say he'll stop taking Israel money because he's okay with genocidal blood money. Period. Even though other Democrats have stopped taking Israel money because they realize it's an 80 it's a 98% issue within the Democratic base. Only 2% of Democrats. I'm sorry, it's a 92% issue in the Democratic base, and only 8% of Democrats actually agree with Israel and want to keep sending them money. Over 90% of your base is saying stop sending them money, and he's like, oh man, I'll keep voting for it. I'll keep accepting their money. It's all good. This man is gross and disgusting and does not need to be in leadership. Hakeem Jeffries needs to step down because he is a failure. He is letting the Democrats get draxed and destroyed. Yes, technically, it looks like we might win in the midterms, but we could be winning by more if him, Chuck Schumer, and these fucking loser ass old Democrats got the fuck out and actually put young, strong leaders like Zoran Mamdani into positions of power. But no, they don't want to hear it, they don't want to do it, and they don't want to be involved in it, and they want to keep us down. They want to make sure that the status quo is held up at all costs. And it's fucking gross and disgusting, and it needs to change. But enough about me babbling about it. I want you to watch Hakeem Jeffries say this shit in his own motherfucking words. Watch this shit. Okay, guys. This is that disastrous um, interview that Hakeem Jeffries had. Just absolutely horrific. I'll stop periodically to break it down, but just watch this.
Representative, may I?
Yes.
I'm gonna give you some numbers. Just today, it came out that ICE is using $38 billion to convert warehouses into camps. I'm going to call them concentration camps. Your colleague, Representative Raskin, went to one just yesterday in Maryland and said there were 60 people cramped like sardines in one room who only had access to one toilet. 65% of people taken by ICE.
I just want to say that before we even go further, that's disgusting. Jail cells are tiny, and you're talking about cramping 60 people into one cell, into one little holding room. That's insane. That's unsanitary. That's disgusting. That is inhumane. We don't even do that with American detainees. We have rules, but they're just like, oh no, they're illegal, they're aliens, throw them out. We don't give a fuck. Gross.
Had no convictions. That's from the Cato Institute, a right-wing institute. ICE has killed 8 people this year alone that we know of. 2 of them, Renee Nicole Good and Alex Pretty.
That is over a person a week. I just want you guys to know this year isn't even 8 weeks old. Because this video is actually a few days old. So it's still not even they are killing more than a person a week. That is insane. Okay, and they aren't calling to abolish this. Any other organization that's killing a person a week, we'll be calling for it to be disbanded, destroyed, anything. These guys are killing a person a week. You're like, it's whatever. Fucking disgusting.
The latest polls came out this week, AP polls. Over 60% of Americans now disapprove of ICE. That means in 3 weeks, it's gone from 30% to 60%. Now, if I may, I'm going to be a bit blunt here. Leaders lead. And what we've seen is people are impressionable. If you lead on something, people will follow. It seems the wind is behind your back for the first time ever. ICE has a history. CPP has a history.
He is spitting right now. Leaders fucking lead. And leaders would be saying, let's abolish ICE right now.
history of terrorizing black and brown communities. People are asking themselves, why are we, our taxpayer dollars, paying for masked, lawless men to terrorize our communities, kidnap people, take children, and kill Americans? So I ask you, and I'm doing a following up to Joy because I want an answer to this. You said you want to rein in ICE. I'm saying, I'm talking about the long term now. Why not lead and say abolish ICE? Because what you're telling us is you want our taxpayer dollars to pay for a lawless masked armed agency to continue terrorizing our cities.
100% facts. 100%. By not saying you want to abolish ICE, you are saying that you want to have a murderous force continue to occupy our cities. You want to continue to have American citizens terrorized by this federal organization. No, you need to lead, Hakeem Jeffries. Lead and say, no, we need to abolish this organization. We already have Customs and Border Control. Border Patrol. Why do we need ICE as well? Immigration and Customs Enforcement. We already have CBP. Why do we need ICE or ICE? Whatever the fuck you want to call it. It is all these redundant agencies so that the federal government can have more power and terrorize more Americans. It's fucking gross.
And I'm trying to figure out how you, as a leader, can be telling Americans that their taxpayer dollars should be going to ICE.
I don't understand anything that you just said. When
I spoke English.
I don't understand anything that you've just said.
Because you're a fucking coward and a bitch that is being controlled by donors in the elite. Mr. I can't understand. He's literally talking about how ICE is murdering people and that the majority of people in your own party in the fucking country don't want this organization anymore. But you're just like, I don't understand anything you just said. Oh my God, this is why people hate you, Hakeem.
Said to me, when I've made clear that taxpayer dollars should be used to make life more affordable for the American people, not brutalize or kill them. That's the whole reason we're in this fight right now. That's the whole reason the DHS is getting ready to shut down. That's
So
the whole
abolish
reason
ICE.
why
You agree with me and Joy. Abolish ICE.
That is listen, I'm going to use the language that I want to use. You can use the language that you want to use.
Coward does not want to use that language because I've already said I want to rein this in. I already said that I want taxpayer dollars to make sure that life is safe for Americans. Then say abolish ICE. He's giving you a softball right over the plate, right to you, Hakeem. But you're just like, I'm going to use the language I want to use. I'm going to do this, that, and the other. I'm not going to say that because, you know, we need to have federal agents killing people in the streets. Fucking gross.
AIPAC now has spent
Okay. Before we move on to this next video, because the first one was bad enough with him sucking off ICE and refusing to say abolish ICE because he's bought and paid for and cares more about the status quo and then actually understanding, like he said, oh, I don't understand what you're talking about. Like he said, I spoke English. Hakeem Jeffries needs to step down. And if that last one, saying with him refusing to fight, didn't show you that he should step down, this one right here, this video, that this man, yeah, the one in the middle, Hakeem Jeffries, is that I'm about to show you, yeah, you're gonna want him to step down after this.
$2 million attacking a moderate-leaning Democrat, Tom Malinowski, a Democrat, in the special House election in New Jersey 11th District, and we got a progressive Latina, Representative Mejia, who won, who, by the way, says abolish ICE. My question for you, if you're looking for accountability, if you're looking for...
Before we move forward, sorry, I'm stopping it again. Every single new Democrat coming in is saying abolish ICE, and they're winning. But all these incumbent assholes are all like, no, I can't go ahead and say abolish ICE. Then you're going to be way out of town. The Democrat Party is saying abolish ICE, and they're winning off of this. But you guys are just like, nah, we can't continue this. We got to keep having these federal agents murder people. Fucking gross. Democratic leadership needs to be changed.
Change. Shouldn't Democrats stop taking money from AIPAC that has spent so much money against Democrats?
Well, listen, everyone's going to have to make their individual decisions. My view as it relates to Democratic incumbents, first of all, is that I will continue to stand by every single one of them.
Horrible idea. Fucking horrible Joe Manchin was an incumbent. He was destroyed the party. Kirsten Sinema was an incumbent, destroyed the party, and got ran out of fucking town. Chuck Schumer is getting drags. He knows that if AOC decides to run for Senate, he's gonna fucking lose in New York. You know that you are a piece of shit, and when it's time for you to go up, you are gonna have a terrible time. And if it wasn't for fucking Zohran Mamdani, great mayor, terrible with Democratic leadership, he should have said that you need to be fired. Get some balls. New York needs a fucking change. Period. Mr. Oh, anybody can take the money that they so. So if aka Israel, IDF, if a murderous organization killed hundreds of thousands of people, but as long as they give you millions of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars, it's cool? It's alright? So you can win a political election? Oh, Hakeem, have some morals, buddy. Fucking gross.
Now, everyone is going to raise money from their own constituents in different ways, and their own constituents are going to have a variety of different perspectives on a variety of different issues.
Some perspectives are just wrong. Genocide is wrong.
But make no mistake, there's a big difference between Democrats and Republicans, and we're seeing that right now. I know some people like to project otherwise. People know that their life is being made markedly worse because of who's in office right now, both in the White House and the House.
Well, Representative, respectfully,
and we're determined to do something about
just
that.
a quick follow-up. So that means, will you stop taking money from AIPAC?
Yep.
I'm going to continue to raise money in the same way that I've been raising it, where the average contribution.
Oh, that means he's going to keep sucking that Israel lobby dick. He's going to keep getting on his knees and gobbling that genocidal blood money. He is going to keep tickling Netanyahu's taint. He is going to do all of it. That is what he's saying. He says he cares more about billionaires and rich genocidal fucking freaks than he cares about making sure that our taxpayer dollars stay here at home and improves the life for you. Fucking gross.
From millions of people across the country is $27.
All right, guys. I will talk to you guys more about this on the other side, but Hakeem Jeffries needs to go. Period. That was fucking gross. Like I was saying, guys, Hakeem Jeffries is a failure as our Democratic leader. Nancy Pelosi only picked him because all he does is get on his knees and lick her twat and does whatever the fuck she says. But even at this point, he pales in comparison. At least Nancy Pelosi acted like she had some fight. At least she acted like she had that little bit of dog in her. But no, Hakeem Jeffries is just a little bitch. He has no spine. It's jello. And it's just open. I'll let ICE continue murdering people. It's fine. Oh, well, we have DHS on the back foot because they're out right now. But you're not openly saying abolish ICE. You just want them to have you just want them to be in the same area as regular police. No, we don't need them. They're murdering people. If any sort of police force was murdering a person a week, they would be disbanded and dissolved, and everybody would be fired and built that precinct from the ground up. But these guys are like, oh no, it's ICE, federal agents. They have complete and total immunity. They can murder whoever, and then the federal government can say, we don't want any sort of investigation into this. Hakeem Jeffries needs to step down. Do your fucking job, Hakeem. Like, it is so goddamn annoying that there's supposed to be Democrats fighting for us and on our side, but then they just suck off the right wing and do everything in their power to make sure that the right wing is happy, because as long as the right wing is happy, then, they don't have any issues, then it's all calm and cool. We don't have to worry about anything. No, fight. We need fighters. We need people with the backbone and spine that is willing to go up against this tyrannical fascist government. If you're not willing to do that, then step down. Resign. We don't need you here. We don't want you here. Go. Why do you think every single Democrat being elected is saying abolish ICE? Because that's where the base is at. Abolish ICE. Stop having them murder people in the middle of the street. That simple. It is wild that the leadership of the Democratic Party just doesn't understand that the Democratic base just wants simple. We want to be able to live our lives and not have to worry about masked agents killing us. We don't have to worry about fucking military Humvees rolling down the streets and pulling people over, ripping them out of their cars, tossing them into a cage, like he said, with 60 fucking people in there. Like it's insane. Like, we shouldn't have to say this. We shouldn't have to call this out. You work for the government already. You should be doing your job and fighting against it. But you're not. And then you're getting upset with the Democratic base people and people on the podcast saying, fight, do more. We're trying to vote for you guys. We want to get rid of this government, but you're not acting like it's an urgent thing right now. What the fuck is your issue, Hakeem? What the fuck is your issue, Chuck Schumer? We are in an existential crisis as a nation, and you guys are acting like it's just a random Tuesday. It's going to be over. Them getting a new president. No, these dudes are acting like the 2026 election isn't going to happen. The 2028 election isn't going to happen. You walked into the fucking office, and this dude had Trump 2028 hats staring at you. He has no fucking will or wish to leave that goddamn White House. They're going to do everything in their power to make sure that he is the most powerful man on earth till he dies. Our leadership needs to fucking do better. Period. Fight for your constituents, and if you're not going to fight, step down. Jesus fucking Christ, is that goddamn simple. All right, I love you guys. I know I got kind of animated. I just get so mad at Democratic leadership every time. I really, really do. All right, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let's grow this channel. Let's get bigger. And I got another video for you guys. This one's about Prince Andrew getting arrested in the UK and what Trump and the king has to say about it. All right, guys. I love you. I'll see you in a little bit.